Around this time, 28 years ago, um, my mother had put me and my 6-week-old son out. Yeah, she told me I had to figure it out. She had already pre-warned me that she was going to put me out. She told me I got pregnant. She said when that baby turned 6 weeks, she said you better have your place. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I was constantly sick. I could barely do anything with me being so sick in my pregnancy. But when my son turned 6 weeks, she stood on business and she put my ass up out of there, honey. And when I tell you, you would have thought I would have learned a lesson and got my shit together. But nope. I ended up having 3 more children 6 years after that. And I had been through so many different adversities. Um, I've had to move 29 times in 26 years. It's been so many different reasons of why I had to move. One of the places we lived in, it was a mice infestation, roach infestation. We had a mold infestation in one house, a squirrel infestation in another house. We had a cat infestation in another place. Like, who the hell has cat infestations? Like, this stuff is so unheard of. And I had to go through so many different adversities and having to move so many different times. I had to change my children's schools so many different times. And um, that means sometimes I had to switch their uniforms. And man, it was so many different things. My daughter had asthma. She had chronic asthma, and so she was in and out of the hospital. She was in ICU. She was in CCU. Sometimes she would just be at the hospital for 2 weeks at a time, and it was so crazy. It was so bad that they end up putting a picture of her in the hospital. I think it might still be in there. But they put a picture of her in the hospital because she had had so many visits there. And man, it was just so many different things that I had to go through. Having to get up and make doctor's appointments and just, man, it was so many different things. Having to deal with so many different personalities and so many things. And today I sit here as an empty nester. I just recently dropped my husband off at work and I walked in the house and it's quiet. My cat is here. Um, but it's quiet. It's like I don't have to wake nobody up for school. I don't have to fix no breakfast for anybody. I don't have to make any doctor's appointments. I don't have to yell and say, you didn't clean this up after yourself. Like, clean it up. Ah! Like, that was the most craziest thing. Out of everything of me having to move so many times, out of me having to figure out how to pay bills and figure out how to put clothes on their back and shoes and everything, the worst part of motherhood was my children not cleaning up after themselves. And it's not that I didn't teach them how to clean up, honey. I most certainly taught them how to clean up, how to clean baseboards and everything, honey. Taught them how to move the refrigerator, clean under the refrigerator, move the stove, clean under the stove, move the washer and the dryer, clean under it, wipe the washer and dryer down, honey. I done taught it to them, child, you hear me? But for some reason, they fought my ass when it came down to cleaning up. I just couldn't understand it. Like, what the fuck? But I sit here today, 28 years. 28 years as an empty nester. And I'm so proud of myself. Like, you did it, girl. You did it, girl. You did it. I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so grateful to be in this space. I'm so grateful that I started healing my mental way before they started moving out, because now I don't have to sit here in tears like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, no, honey, I know exactly what I'm going to do, honey. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to sit right here. And I'm going to soak all of this in and just be grateful that none of my children are in jail. None of them got pregnant when they was a teenager like I did. They living their life right now, you know. They're growing and learning the same way that we all have to. And proud of myself. I'm proud of my children. It took us a long time to get here, so I'm proud of us. And yeah, I'm an empty nester. That air is like wonderful. Good day to you.